Hey guys, this game was provided to me by my partner PlayAsia. If you'd like to buy the game, you can use one of the links below, and for an additional $3 off, you can use the code R3D. Now, back to the video. Hello guys, this is Red from Red's Third Dimension Gaming, and I'm making this video as genuine as I can. It's pretty rough on YouTube right now. My channel is literally doing so good on views, but the ad revenue is really bad right now. As you've heard, all these big advertisers have left YouTube, and that's made smaller channels like mine barely able to make any money at all. So if you wanted to see my tax returns, I pretty much spend as much as I make off of YouTube. This year, I was hoping it would have been better, but since the advertiser's leaving and there's actually less people watching the ads on my channel than usual, it's not leaving me with much money, so I can't upgrade equipment. I always have to buy hard drives, and all my hard drives seem to be failing since I shipped them here. So yeah, it hasn't been great for the channel right now on terms of ad revenue, because that's what I rely on for the channel. Pretty much everything I get from ads, I put back into the channel, and I spend on games, equipment, and yeah, I've been cutting back because I actually was spending more than what I actually was earning. So pretty much last year, I spent a little bit more than what I made. It was a lot less though than before. So I'm still essentially doing this for free. It's just, now it's worse than that. So to give you an example, I'm not going to tell you exact amount that I made. I'll just tell you close to what I made for January and February. So for January, I made about $600, give or take. It's around that amount. It's either a little higher or a little lower. I'm not going to tell you exact amounts. For February, this is actually really high for me, and it's because I had such high views in January. In February, and these are supposed to be the worst months of YouTube ad revenue too, I made close to $700, give or take. So it could be a little higher than that, it could be a little lower. I'm not telling you exact amounts. This is pretty good for February. Last month, with more views than normal, I made, give or take, $500. Okay? Give or take. Not an exact amount. Okay? Last year, I think I made like one of my highest months in March, and it was of like half the amount of views. I am making a lot less than that. I haven't even hit $100 yet. And it's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's been a week, and I have not even hit $100 yet. That's really low, considering I already have 500,000 views this month. Last month, I had 777,000 views. This month, I've already had 508,000 views. Not even hitting close to $100. It's really low. I'm making barely anything off of ads. So basically, I'm just not going to put as much effort in the channel. It's going to go into like a review type of channel. I'm not going to be doing constant walkthroughs trying to compete with everyone for pennies. It's really low amounts of money. So it's going to be basically a review channel now, and I don't know what else to do. There's a couple ways that you guys can help support me here, because ads are pretty much, it doesn't sound like they're doing anything. There's nothing coming from ads. So this month, out of 508,000, whatever the number is, views, I've only had 19,955,000 monetized playbacks. So that is basically people that watched ads. There's only 19,955. That is really low. Really low. Usually I get about 100,000 of those views, which is that's also a really low amount. It used to be higher, so that's really low. There's a few different ways that you guys can help support me here. Is you can turn ad blockers off of my channel. So when you're watching my channel, turn ad blockers off. Just put YouTube on. It's really bad for content creators like me. And if you see an ad that's like 30 seconds long, I even have to watch those on other people's channels and stuff. I don't skip it. So you can not skip ads that are 30 seconds long. It's just a 30-second ad. It's not the end of the world to watch a 30-second ad. Option B, you guys can go to my Patreon, help support me on there. I already got 2 backers, which is not a whole lot, but it is helpful. And you don't even have to donate a lot. You could donate $1. You don't have to donate $500 or anything, or $50, or even $10. And another option would be you could help support me by donating to my PayPal donation link. No one has even donated to that yet, and Patreon wouldn't take a cut. They take a pretty big cut too. So you could just donate through that, and it would go directly to me. Another option would be to use those Amazon links or PlayAsia links. The PlayAsia links, so many people have to purchase games through them in order for me to get new games. So if no one buys anything through PlayAsia, I won't be able to get new games to play and review for my channel. So that's playing a big part of it. NIS America hasn't really sent me anything anymore. They've sent me like 1 game that I didn't request, and the other games they just don't even send me. There's a lot of big publishers out there that are not really sending games to me, so it makes it even harder, and I have to rely on PlayAsia for that, which they're a great partner. I really appreciate all of you that have actually been using those links. What I use the affiliated money for is I put it back into PlayAsia and I buy games with it, and they also sponsor me with like 1 or 2 games a month through that program, but so many people have to use those links. I also have Green Man Gaming links in my descriptions. I have many other partners. I have a CD Keys, which they have really cheap PC games, so if you use the link that I have, you can get cheap games, and you also can help support me that way. I don't want to say anything bad about Amazon, but they are being horrible. So you used to get 6% of a sale on Amazon. Now I get 1%. So if you buy a $400, this is true, okay? So if you buy a $400 PlayStation 4 Pro, that gives me $4. Which isn't bad, but it used to be 6%. So it used to be 6 times that. And now they changed it to 1% for like every video game item, no matter how much it costs. The only thing they haven't changed is the PSN cards, which are 10%. So if you buy $100 in PSN cards, that gives me $10, and you get your cards. So it's not bad, but it's just not worth the effort for me to even make Amazon links anymore, when PlayAsia does it much better, and also they give me free games. The last way you can support me is through live stream super chats, which I haven't gotten live streaming to work with OBS on the Alienware. So that, and me having slow internet for a month, less than a megabyte per second, has caused me to not be able to live stream. So yeah, there's a lot of issues right now with the channel because it's doing great on views. The problem is the ad revenue is not high enough for me to want to put more effort into this when I have a full-time job doing something else that I love. So I'd love to put more effort into it, but it's just going to be a hobby again. It's not really anything spectacular. You gotta make a living in order to survive in this world, and YouTube's kind of just going into the toilet. It's going downhill. You think your best month ever on YouTube, you would make like tons of advertisement money, but no, it's the complete opposite for me. So I don't know. So if you guys support me on Patreon, it'll make it a lot easier for me to continue making videos for YouTube. If not, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's getting to the point where I'm not sure if I even want to continue making YouTube videos right now, because there's a lot of other things that I can do other than YouTube, and I'm not sure about this anymore. So yeah, I'm just trying to be as honest as possible with you guys right now. But it seems like YouTube is a dying platform, and I don't know what else is there. You can't do Dailymotion because Dailymotion, and I think it's Vimeo, what is it? It's one of those other websites. They're not that great, and their advertisement stuff sucks. There's not really an audience on there for me. So I don't know. And Twitch, I tried doing Twitch before, and it's the same thing. It's so hard to get bigger on Twitch that I don't know. So yeah, it's very hard to do different things. And also Twitch has a lot of restrictions, which a lot of the sexier games that I play are sometimes banned on Twitch. So it's very hard to do Twitch. And plus, I can't even get partnered on Twitch. Also, another update, Freedom Network has removed my R3D Blood Gaming channel from their network, which makes no sense because they take people that have literally no views, little subscribers, and they'll accept them, and that channel actually has more than 10,000 views, and that's like my backup channel. So if something happens to this channel, that's the channel that I would go to. And they disconnected me from their network. Yeah, it's just really freaking annoying. Like, what am I supposed to do with that channel then? So it's open for more copyright and BS. It's not great. I guess I'm gonna end the video here. I'll leave links to everything I've talked about below, so you guys can go and check those out and actually help support me. The Green Man Gaming, I know a lot of people play PC games and they always have deals, so if you want to help support me through that, you can use the Green Man Gaming link, and that'll help support me through that. The Play Asia link, you guys love using Play Asia, so that's very useful when you guys use those links. And like I said, the Patreon would probably be the best way to help support me because it's like a constant flow of money, and it's not going to be restricted by advertisers or how many people watch the ads. It's going to always be there, and I won't have to worry. That is actually a business model that I think would help the channel in the future, is if everyone used Patreon. So I'm sorry for sounding so sad, and I'm burnt out, kind of. And doing this for almost 7 years on just one channel takes a toll on you. I'm still passionate about doing reviews. I'm just not passionate about doing much of anything else because they take so much time to record when I could just sit down, play it, then review it. That's much easier than editing walkthroughs. Like 50 million walkthroughs is not fun for me. So it's just not fun anymore. That's why you'll only see like part 1 of a walkthrough now. And that's about it. Like, you won't see anything else from that. So like I said, thank you guys for watching. Please don't get mad at me. I'm doing the best that I can with the amount of income that I'm getting. So see you guys.